Hello and welcome back to My Movember Menu. Yes, we are back in my kitchen. It's been a little while because I've been away filming a sort of food travel show special, which will be coming to your screens sometime in December, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, yes, we are back, and tonight, as you might have guessed, we are doing steak. Inspired a bit by Ron Swanson because moustache makes sense. So, yeah, we're going to be cooking a lovely filet mignon with some roasted vegetables, some green beans and some mashed potato, and of course a liberal helping of whiskey. I couldn't get Lagavulin because it was way out of my price range, but this lovely bottle of Glenmorangie was on offer at Tesco's for something pounds? I can't remember. Anyway, we've got whiskey, we've got steak. Let's Ron Swanson it up. So here we have our basic ingredients. We have our lovely filet mignon. We've got a carrot, a parsnip, some green beans, a potato which we're going to turn into some mash with the help of that butter there, and of course the most important thing which we will need to get through this evening is a dash of whiskey. So let's crack into this fresh bottle. Oh, what a noise. Let's see if I can get that on the mic. Here we go. That's a pop and a half, isn't it? Right. So, time to get cooking. Obviously, mashed potato is going to take the longest along with the roast vegetables. So that is going to be where we will start with our meal. So we're going to start by peeling and preparing the potatoes. And what we're going to do is we're going to simply halve the two root vegetables up the length, stick them in, say, parboil with the potatoes, and then we're going to transfer them to the microwave oven, combination oven thing, where they will roast. So let's clear the workstation. And we have our one potato, which we are now going to make by magic of television and production techniques, peeled and chopped. And there we have it, we have our chopped potato. It's all finely chopped into really small little batons, and then what we're going to do is we're going to stick that in a pot of boiling water. That's going to start to soften up, and we'll make some wonderful mashed potato in a minute. So the next step in this recipe is to cut our parsnip and our carrot down the middle. We're then going to quickly boil them off with the potatoes and then transfer them to a roasting tray in the combination oven to roast through with a bit of butter and some salt and pepper on top. So let's get them prepared with another simple swipe. And there we have it, we have our carrot and our parsnip halved and ready to parboil, so they're nice and soft for making our roast vegetables. So we'll pop these in the pan. And now we wait. So behind me at the moment you can hear the combination microwave oven thing, what's it doing its thing. It's warming up a roasting tray for our parsnip and our carrot. And in the meantime what I've done is I've topped and tailed our green beans. Just simply butt them up against the knife, run the knife across, bosh. Nice, clean, cut straight beans. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop them in a microwavable saucepan, a little bit of salt, and we're going to dump in some boiling water just to start them off. So, just enough boiling water to start them off. I would like to do them on the hob, but I don't have enough hobs. This is only a student flat, and I've only got two. One's being taken up with the mashed potato, one's being taken up with the steak in a minute. And now, of course, we come to the final, most important ingredient, the steak. And what we have here is, let's just zoom in, a wonderful filet mignon, or it's a sort of fillet steak, really. It's really nice, thick cut. We've got roughly sort of an inch of meat at its thickest, really smooth. A little bit of marbling running through it, which is going to make a really nice soft steak, because as that starts to cook down, the fat is going to soften up perfectly, and it will give us a very soft, very tender, yet flavourful steak. So we're going to pan fry this in a bit of salted butter when everything else is nearly done, because obviously you don't want to overcook the steak. Big no-no. And now it's time to cook the final section of tonight's dinner. We've got the microwave oven going off nicely, we've got the carrots and a parsnip in there, whirring away, getting nicely roasted actually. They're looking very good indeed. Now we've got to put our steak into our salted butter. This has been on the hob, nice and hot, nice and soft. We've just turned the heat up. So we'll just simply pop that in. And that's going to sit there and cook away nicely for about 2 minutes on either side, just so it's nicely cooked through, but still very soft. And here we have it, our final assembled dish. We've got our lovely filet steak. We have mashed potato with a bit of parsnip thrown in there for good measure, our green beans and our roasted carrots and parsnip, and of course some whiskey to go with it, because is it really a Ron Swanson steak if you don't have some whiskey? So let's tuck in and find out what it's like. And there we have it. We have our final assembled dish. We have our lovely filet steak, we have some green beans, some roasted vegetables, and our mashed potato with a little bit of parsnip thrown in just to mix up the flavours. And of course, some whiskey, because it's not really a Ron Swanson steak if it doesn't have whiskey. So let's tuck in and find out how it tastes. The filet is lovely. We've still got a bit of pink on the inside. Perfectly sort of, I'd say mid-rare there. And once again, it cuts so nicely under the knife. Just comes apart there. And let's find out how it tastes. Oh, that is fantastic. The salt and the butter really brings out the lovely, smooth yet strong beef texture. And it's so soft. It nigh on melts in your mouth. It is absolute. I'm going to have another piece. That is fantastic. Oh. And the mashed potato with a bit of parsnip thrown in as well. Absolutely wonderful. The sweetness of the parsnip really sort of changes the way you taste the mashed potato. Let's try it with a bit of the steak. Let's cut a bit off there. Some of the mash, there we go. That is absolutely fantastic.